sign of intelligent life anyway.
What's up, everybody? Janine's traveling back from LA, but we got a big show. We got the first couple of BYB that'll be on shortly. JD and Skylar Burns, they're coming on. It's going to be awesome. I mean, they spar together, they train together. JD, Skylar Burns. We've got Michael coming on to help us. We've got Superfan that's popping on. We're going to have a great show. Chachi, is Superfan Michael in the box? Who do we have in the box? All right,
hello,
Superfan.
world.
What's up, bro?
Hey, how are you doing, my friend?
Dude, I was telling you, man, we got JD, we got Skylar Burns, first couple of BYB. I mean, they spar together, so that's going to be I'm loving this. And I think we got Michael that'll be popping on with us shortly. So we'll have a cool roundtable discussion. But if we have JD and Miss Burns in the back, Chachi, you want to bring them on?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
The first couple of BYB.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
Dude, man, I keep seeing, we've been talking. We see you share something. We see your wife share something. We see everybody sharing something. We know this card's going to be a very interesting card for the family, isn't it?
Oh, my gosh. It's going to be more, to say the least, action-packed. I don't want to be too cliche, but then the little bit of info that we can give, it's excitement is to say the least.
Oh, dude, man. Dude, wonderful. I'm telling you. Yes. And look, Superfan, look, he usually hacks in. He usually hacks into our show. He literally said, I'm going to be on this. JD's, I'm coming on tonight. This is JD Burns. It's Superfan's making an appearance too here. So.
Yeah. Awesome.
Beautiful. Yeah, I became a fan with your fight there with BYB. I essentially had ruled you out in that first fight. I didn't think you were coming back. You absolutely manned up, and you came back, and you ended with a bang, man, and you absolutely just blew me away. And I learned a lot as a fan that day to never write anybody off, especially JD Burns, man. You are super awesome, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And it means the world to me because that's my first and foremost thing is just entertaining the fans and making sure that's mostly, especially if it's at a live event, it's not just the fighters there. It's everybody experiencing it and have a show as well as a fight. So.
And you went up in weight. The guy missed weight by 10 pounds. I remember that. And you said, screw it, let's do it. So, I mean, you were the smaller opponent. You were taking the damage. But guess what? Your heart is, I'm telling you, like you know how they put literally, there's a picture where they say the best fighter, John Jones, this guy, this. I'm telling you, you got that heart, man. They got to put you somewhere in that body, you know what I'm saying, for what you did.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I always used to joke with people. I would be like, well, joke's on them. I can't read very well anyway. So it's not like I'm throwing punches at my big head. So it was, like I said, more to entertain the fans for sure.
So, I mean.
Did you get a managerial contract after that fight?
I did, actually. I was that's why I was more pumped and ecstatic. Right. It was just more that I was able to put on a good enough performance, and to hear it from other people too was just really, touching and heartfelt when they were like, man, do you want to fight constantly on the show? And it'd be like, even bleeding and my face is just swollen. It was like more than ever, man. I was almost, that's all I was thinking and daydreaming. It was like, man, I hope my hands heal up quick so I can fight on the next card. Or
exactly.
I hope my eyes.
You said, I think I'm concussed, but yeah. You got some of the best lines, man. When you walk out, like the last fight you had, right when you walked out, I was sitting there. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. And you just looked around and you were like, yeah. And you just walked around and then you just started talking to people again, normal. And I'm thinking, there's no way I get hit like that and keep going, man. It's unreal.
There was when they were doing the walk down in between doing the Vaseline on my face and checking just stuff in general to make sure my nails were clipped and everything. And there's a big group of people, a couple of the ring girls and stuff, and even the promoters. And they were kind of looking. I was like, hey, I hope I don't suck. And I just kind of walked around. It's more or less anything else, just having fun with it more than anything. And then everybody else kind of starts being aware of that too. And purpose for being there, kind of.
Absolutely.
And we got Miss Burns, and I mean, let's call it Miss Burns because she's the first, the first woman of BYB because y'all the first couple. So, how are you feeling about this? I mean, I know we can't talk about a lot of stuff, but until whatever. But I mean, I know y'all spar together, so you get the inside of the madness of JD. You get him there telling you what's going on. How do you feel about what's coming? Into the future.
Like, I'm always like making him be like the guinea pig. So it's like anytime I'm curious about something, I'm like, all right, you try it out first and then we'll see how it goes. And then it's just like, okay, if he did it, he's fine. Then I'm like, all right, my turn to jump. So it's just, we're each other's, battle buddies. So that's the awesome part. And it's game planning together and sparring together and punching each other in the face and then hugging each other afterwards. So it's all the good stuff. So it's just another thing to add to the resume for sure.
I feel like that's a good thing for him. I feel like that's just a real, y'all in there sparring with each other. After it's over with, you're just like, hey, let's just go eat. Let's go eat dinner. Let's pick the kid up. Let's go to that's what's funny. Y'all are like the Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I picture y'all in there whooping the crap at each other. Then you're like, we got to go to a birthday party. We got to go to a birthday.
Yeah. We get weird looks when they're like, hey, who gave you that black eye? I was like, oh, my wife did. I just give her a smile. Like, oh, Jesus, man.
Yeah.
They kind of freak out, but it's good for conversation starters for sure.
Oh.
Absolutely. When you guys do go out and people do realize that you are a fighting couple, what kind of response do you get, Skylar, being a woman that is willing to go in there and scrap it out bare knuckle?
A lot of people are kind of shocked, and I always just I'm like, I know I don't look tough, but I can be pretty scrappy. So I'm just, I let them know, I'm like, hey, I'm not like, because usually you get the people that are like, oh, I think I should be scared of you. I'm like, no. I am super easygoing, super laid back. So it's just, like JD said, it's a conversation starter for sure, but it's also a good way to build community and get more people to come in and see. It's just like, you can get punched in the face and you just hug afterwards, and it's just another way of feeling alive, really. And that's like our church, essentially.
It is.
I should punch you in the face faster too, for sure. Yeah.
That's what I want to ask you though. Like when you go out, you have the PTA meetings at school and stuff. When you walk in there and you got the mamas over there, you just give them that look, like I got that look. Go look at my YouTube video.
Yeah. I definitely get Mama Bear on some people, so no problem.
That's crazy. I mean, I love it because I see I see you're on Facebook, both of y'all. It looks like little JD. Y'all just running around, and then JD will have like a split between his head, blood leaking out everywhere, and all that stuff. It's unreal. It's pretty cool, actually. So
she'll be the first one to be like, "Get up, you faker."
Yeah. When on his first fight, when he was like, I'm a little concussed. So I'm just like, oh, okay, he's fine. Like, as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, no. He's fine. He's making jokes. He's totally okay. No need to worry.
He's the modern day Joker. Dead serious. He smiles when he gets punched. And I don't know how you do that, man. My lips would hurt.
Yeah. My dad always told me it hurts less when you smile, and it's way cheaper than insurance. So, it works out better for both ways,
Your dad's a super smart man.
For sure.
Yeah. You guys have something coming up that you can't exactly talk about. Can we talk about your last fight there, JD? How are you feeling after that fight? I haven't had a chance to talk to you since then.
It was actually even. It's hard to explain because I'm always going in there almost like a martyr in my head. Win or lose, just go out and just experience and have fun. And
sure.
We were both in the room afterwards, just kind of getting ready to get stitched up. And I was having the adrenaline dumps where I was getting ready to dry heave. And he's right over next to me. And we're like, hey, good fight, man. That was awesome. He's like, yeah, no, my face kind of hurts. I'm like, yeah, can you pass me the bucket? He's like, but even, like I said, even after that, like, MMA fights, like I want my time to rest and relax and, get my time to go back to the drawing board. Even the bare knuckle fights, like that's all I'm just thinking about, man. I cannot wait till my hands stop hurting. I want to get right back in there. I can't wait till this horn on the side of my head goes away so I can get back to being punched in the face. Like it's
right.
It's just one of the greatest rushes ever. So that's why initially I was trying for the to get on the last card, and it was just, it's just finding the right time and getting on there and making sure at 100%, healthy, if anything. But that's all I was thinking about after that Reese Archer fight was like, man, my hands aren't broken. I just need to keep icing them, and pretty soon I can fit some gloves over them and start sparring again, and get all the lumps and hematomas out of my face and get back to the drawing board.
Right.
At the bit, really. I had to tell him, like, okay, really, I know you want to, but just a couple more days. Give yourself a couple more days.
It's the true fighter spirit in you.
Yeah, it's bare knuckles.
Warrior.
It's MMA is always going to have a special spot in my heart, but I mean, it's just bare knuckles, just a different animal in itself, and it's just to experience it is just so much fun. Just to be in the crowd from people told us, it's like, wow, dude, that's
some people are meant to do stuff.
And
You're meant for this. This is you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. One of my favorite compliments I got was my corner man Noah from my first fight. It was like, hey man, what'd you think of the fights? He's like, to be honest, I was bewildered for the first minute, and I forgot I was cornering you. I was just watching you fist fight a man on a triangle. I was like, yeah.
Right.
You know what I love about a lot of people don't. I've watched your fights. Like, I was like, let's look at this madness. You use your forehead more than some people use their forehead. I mean, I can tell you right now, I don't know. I haven't talked to people that you fought like repeatedly, but I've sensed that that's a game plan, because the way it looks like sometimes, like when they punch, it's like you literally, instead of blocking with your hand, you're blocking with your forehead. Is that what we're seeing here, man? I'm just curious. Is that the madness?
Well, I tell people in my boxing classes that I teach in corner and in my kickboxing, and I tell them it's exactly, not to be nerdy and movie reference, but it's like that first Spider-Man movie where everything goes slow motion and you could see the punch coming and he's like dodging the punches. But in real life, it's slow motion and you can't get your face out of the way. So you have two options. You either flinch and give them your jaw and your temple, or you just kind of look down and hope they break their hand on your forehead and just, get a few lumps. Because if you get hit in the forehead, it really hurts, but you're still conscious and awake. If you get hit in the mouth, you don't even remember. It's like Men in Black. You just wake up and you're like, what? I lost. Dang it. So
look, in that fight, man, I was right there ringside, literally in the corner section where you could hear everything. And that guy, I forget who you fought. He came forward and he hit you with a two, and it just went. You could hear the whole thing go, doo, 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 and everybody could hear it. And you just kind of just kept. And look, if you go back and look at the YouTube video in a scene, he looks down at his hands, like, oh shit, like, what the hell? I mean, seriously, took straight to the forehead, and I was like, he just blocked with his forehead.
Yeah, I want to look at him in those instances and be like, I'm not using that for reading, bro, and then just want to run hard punches at him. Yeah,
hey, and we might have somebody else that wants to pop on this glass. Is Michael back there, Chachi? He might.
What's up?
Oh yeah. Look,
Hey, Michael.
We got the First family of BYB right down there. Look, they're over there beside you.
Hey, I just wanted to pop on here real quick and thank JD Burns for introducing me to the Trigon, because his first fight was the first fight I watched in the Trigon, and that's one of the most amazing fights I've seen.
Dude, thank you, man. That means the world. I appreciate it, bro. That's what I want to do, is just put on the best shows I can for people. So as long as you guys keep cheering, I'm gonna wake in and out of consciousness to get back up and keep swinging. So
Awesome.
Man, I thought for sure you tore your ACL or something in that fight.
Yeah,
but
hitting the ground running, not only doing my first boxing bout, but to do it bare knuckle. So it was compensating the 5 minute to 3 minute rounds and going, I'll go as fast as I can because it's the first one to the face punch that drops the guy. And then after about 30 punches in, we were kind of both realizing, shoot, it takes way more. Nobody's knocked out yet. So then it was more of that pacing to where the lunge throws. And I just kind of the wrong step after a while to where it just, first thing goes out of your legs and then just trying to move from there. So yeah, first fight was just more of a, how would you put it? Like a
feeling it out.
Yeah, feeling out or scale of the 3 minute round, right. Sprinting, and just to make sure when my second fight came around, I didn't have wobble legs at all. Where they're like, "Oh no, his knee's going out." It's like, I need like the Hulkamania crowd cheer or something and get back up. Anything,
right?
Yeah, but that first.
Well, no, that second fight was just as good.
Oh yeah, I mean, what's the third going to happen? I mean, encore,
right.
encore. I mean,
It's guaranteed.
Now, this is the
Guaranteed.
question, JD. I just thought about this. Do you want to fight in front of your wife so you could watch the fight without being, or would you want to fight after? How is, like, if y'all fought, say, I know nothing, but on a mythical card, if it came up in March, if something happened, like, would you rather fight at the, like, I'm just curious. It's your wife, man. So you want to see her, but do you want to be concussed watching, or vice versa? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. I mean, come on.
We did. I had my very first MMA debut. She fought on the same card as me on a kickboxing bout, and it was kind of funny because we both got really beat up that day.
Yeah.
We're like, "Fuck, you lost! I lost too. Dang it!" We kind of like, you know. But it was just to be able to watch and have that, like, it's weird. It's just like when you're coaching or cornering a teammate. I get more nervous and amped up for my teammate just because you're in the corner and you're not controlling as much. You're just there to give tips and pointers. So when she's going out to fight, it's kind of like that same instance. So if
it's got to be more, it's your wife. It's got to be more.
That's the kind of nice part.
Right.
It's going to sound really terrible, but that's the nice part about beating her mercilessly in training, to where it's the dodge a wrench, dodge a ball mentality, to where there's no girl in her weight class that boxes like our heavyweights that I throw at her on purpose, or our middleweights that are just slinging punches at her head, so where she can get it calibrated in more to be like, oh, I'm not going to be that bad. I'll be fine. I'm not going to, it's not going to put me in a coma and anything. So
I get it now.
Yeah. So then it makes me more calm when she goes out and fights. And then it's, I hope she wins or lose, as opposed to, I hope she just puts on a really good show and everybody wants her back and wants her on fight of the night and stuff like that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So basically, what you're saying is if she can spar with me and swap with me, I feel really confident in my wife in the Trigon. That because I mean, JD, you're doing really good in the Trigon, and if she's standing with you, she's got to be able to do pretty good in the Trigon.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I'm really excited for her first fight. So that's why everything is. I mean, in the perfect world, it'd be cool because if she fights first, I mean, I still have a monitor in the back where I'm trying to somewhat keep composed and not try to be all bouncy and amped up early, but it'd be really hard to watch and not like hit her again, clothesline her,
have adrenaline dumps and
elbow,
the people's elbow killer, like,
whatever.
It's and that's the whole goal. It's trying to make it, as opposed, because everybody's there for the competition portion as opposed to the aspect. So I'm trying to get the eyesight on just being the most ruthless and entertainment, to where even if they lose, they're gonna be like, God, we need her back. We gotta have her back. That was so much fun. Where you could put me with the person that I know I'm gonna lose. People are still gonna watch it just because it's like, I'd like to see him get mauled. That sounds really entertaining right now. It's it's still, that's my.
Dude, hey, is it going to be a family atmosphere? Are y'all bringing the little one with y'all, or how y'all doing it?
Probably not. It's always less stress when we don't have to like travel with him or anything like that.
I was about to say that'd be a bad cutting weight or whatever you're doing. Like that's mentally on an airport.
She tried to get him because our kid's just turning 5. She tried to get him to watch
never mind.
My Perez Jefferson fight, and my kid just registers it like dad's at work, so he's like, yeah, that's cool, I'm gonna go play with some Legos. He's like, like, then no, look, dad's bleeding. He's like, oh, he bleeds Tuesday too, crazy. And I go, but he's like, big whoop, I'm gonna another day for him. So when he gets a little bit older and he can comprehend what I'm doing, and then we'll be, when he's able to be like, I want to go watch this, then we'll be all bored for it. But
that's gonna be cool as hell. That's gonna be cool as hell. That's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah, I'm excited just for that, to be like, look, Dad got beat up for you. Wasn't that fun? That was great. He took an open punch to the eye socket for your entertainment. I hope you liked it.
It's fun.
Show and tell. Come to show and tell. Bring your kid. Come to work day. You take your kid to the gym, and then you got to go tell about it at school. What happened today? I saw Daddy today. He was training with Mama. He caught Mama with a hook, and then Mama beat up this guy.
Our little cheerleader. He'd be like, get him with the hook. He's like, oh, keep your shields up. So he's super into it. He's super into like copying us, mimicking us, and like cornering and stuff like that. So he's on board. I don't doubt that he'll be following in our footsteps in not too many years. So it's cool.
BY
awesome.
48.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, there you go.
In 10 years, he's going to be 15 years old, and there's potential that the 3 of you could all be on the same fight card one day.
Oh shit!
Be a fighting family.
if they had let me put my walker
Oh
in,
boy.
I think
Oh, you're still young. You're still young.
okay. Well, I would be kind of fun for sure. And like I said, the bare knuckle aspect of it too. Like, I thought for sure, even at his age, it'd be different to be like, there's gloves or no gloves, because that's the big difference between that was the sounds. Like you were saying,
yeah.
forehead or hitting like
You
sweating.
can hear it.
Yeah, the slapping of the skin of the body shots. It just, even in the crowd, it's like schoolyard fights back in the day where you hear one getting hit and you're like, oh, I was like 10 feet away of that one. That was great.
Ask Michael about his blood incident. Ask him about the last event. They were so close ringside, a bunch of blood got splattered on them. Like first fight, I think.
Oh yeah, we got it from that Alan Orzino fight, and my wife said maybe we shouldn't sit so close, and I said what?
Hey, some people pay extra.
And Mike Vasquez said to her, because she came out saying, I got blood on me, showing him, and Mike Vasquez says some people pay extra for that.
My first fight, I was out right after they stitched me up. My face was still kind of like oozing, and this fan came up and she was like, "Hey, your face is leaking." And I was just joking with her. I was like, "Can I use your shirt?" She had like a shirt in her hand, like I was just messing with her. She was like, "Yes, you can." Like, what? I was kidding. She's like, "No, make a great story." And so like Forrest Gump,
Yeah.
and it's like a white shirt, a pinkish red, and like, here you go. And she's like, "This is the coolest thing ever." It was like, yeah, not once did a fan do that yet. So I'm pretty amped about it for sure. And the fans.
Yeah, and that last fight card
Pretty
that we
cool.
together, even though we both lost, we ended up going to this grill that was right next to the bar and grill, and they heard about us, and stuff like that, because we were also sharing the card with a couple other fighters like Tony Lopez.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it was really cool. We got to it gave us a big opportunity, but also the restaurant and bar there, they gave us a shirt. They said, "Hey, can you guys sign our shirts?" We both signed our names, and they put it in a frame and hung it up in their restaurant. So it was
nice.
Totally forgot to put on that card. It was dumb luck.
Awesome, great opportunity. So we're even more excited to see what the future is going to bring for us. Because all we can really say at this point is that we're both fighting on the same card in a few months. So that'll be really exciting to see everybody who's there and to put on a show for everybody.
That was the big thing, was the crowds too. I know I'm a broken record, but Washington still is very, very COVID risky, what they'd say. So we were just people there and people clapping and cheering. That's a vacation for us, even though we're taking punches to the eye socket. It's still fun.
Absolutely. And that's, you made a good point there too, with the live crowds that are in attendance now down in Florida, which makes for that atmosphere. And then for us as fans that are watching it on the television screens that can't make it down there, it provides that real full aspect of the fights again that we were missing for a little while there. So it's wonderful that that's going through down there in Florida.
Yeah, it definitely, the vibe itself and the atmosphere makes you want to claim some teeth and donate some teeth for sure.
Absolutely. I bet.
JD, that last event, that crowd was, it's unreal. Every event, it gets better. It was crazier last time. And man, look, crazy.
Yeah, I know. And normally, even in fights, I can kind of hear the crowd. It's kind of muffled. But in that last fight, I couldn't even hear corner, man. It was so loud. And I really like that, because then it's almost just riding that wave of that experience and pushing forward. And, the louder the crowd gets, it's not like we're going to go, okay, let's just pace ourselves and maybe they'll keep cheering. It's like, all right, let's just keep slinging until I can't remember who I am right now. So,
you know what you should do, man? You know what you should do? This is, you smile when you get hit. They give you, I feel like this next fight's probably going to be a bigger fight. I feel like it's going to be a bigger fight. I don't know. I know something, but so I feel like when you get that win, you grab that mic and you say, "I just want to put a smile on your face and just go full," because you're already. I mean, you got the hair, your image, man. You're smiling. Literally, my kids, they watch, like, they don't watch a lot of guy fights. They like the girl fights and stuff. But when I've showed them your fights and they're just like, why does he smile? I'm like, that's just who he is. Like, it's different, man. That's what you should. You were different. That's what I'm saying. Just go, Joker.
He really enjoys getting hit in the face.
A lot.
It's crazy.
Not that. It's got to be born with, I guess.
You got to get a good mouthpiece sponsor, man. You got to get one You got to get something, put
No
a mouthpiece, knock it around, because you're smiling the whole time in there. Nike. Like,
That is a good investment. I used to tell all the fighters, because before license and regulation in MMA, the old amateur days is you wear 4-ounce gloves and you can bring them wherever you want. It's just, kind of thing. So now that it's all sanctioned and it's licensed, it's like, all right, you got to invest in a good cup and a good mouthpiece. And I had like a Road Warrior steel cup. So I was like, all right, even if I get front kick, it's going to ruin that guy's ankle. And then same thing, like a $90 mouthpiece, to where if I get haymakered in the face, that ref needs both of his hands to rip it out of my mouth. So I'm sure the next mouthpiece I get, for sure, I'll have to think of a funny thing to put on it. So if it's loud and proud, it'll be able to see on that nice camera.
I was going to tell about mouthpieces. Mike gave me one of these, the color changing ones. Have you saw those? Did you ever get one of those? The ones where it changes color, like if your temperature gets high or you dehydrated or something. Have you seen those?
I haven't actually.
No, like they said it's something new. I don't know. I don't know how fighters use it. It's a football one, but I literally was going to say I was sparring and I put it in my mouth just to see, and it changed colors. No lie. So I'm just going to straight up say it. I don't know how to, it's called SHURFIT.
Instead of a mood ring, it's a fighter ring for fighters. He's like, what does yellow mean? It means
my buddies are like, what's wrong with you? I was like, oh shit, I gotta get some water, I guess. I don't know. But, but I feel like it wouldn't take I don't know if it take a punch.
Water. Be good.
But I know, hey, we know y'all are tied up. Y'all probably got more training, gotta go take on, got the kid, you got all this stuff. But you got any shout outs? I know y'all got some big things coming up. So you got any shout outs?
Yeah, what do you got? A couple of them.
Yeah, so I have Red Moon Creative Company, MMAcoin, and BNC Building Solutions. Big shout out to them for sponsoring us with our fight news coming soon.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. And then, like I said, CNC Management, for sure. Thank you guys for all the big opportunities. And then Mike and Mel and everybody else at BYB Extreme for just giving the opportunity. In itself, just the experience to, the wife, a husband duo to fight on the same card. We're not going to guarantee win or losses, but I guarantee show regardless. So
for sure,
it's just an unreal dream that we're being able to live. So
they're going to remember the name. They're going to remember the name Burns at the end of the fight, though. Especially, be honest. I'm not saying if you're on that card, but we know there's another Burns on that card. So what I'm saying is that's a big positive name on that card.
It's just like that movie. They may not remember what we say that day, but they're going to remember what we do.
Beautiful. Yeah. Awesome.
That card might be burning.
Yeah.
But hey, thank y'all so much for coming on tonight, man. I just wanted to get you on. I know y'all got some big stuff, and everybody wants to see JD. And let's just be honest, women's fights, everybody says they put on. So Mrs. Burns might topple JD.
Fight.
So that's what I'm saying. We're looking forward to this, and we wanted everybody to know the future's very bright in the Burns family.
Thank you.
Good luck to both of you.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely. And I think you guys are both super awesome, and you got me in your guys' corner. I'm looking forward to seeing what the announcement is and when it will be, and I will definitely be a paying customer to watch that.
Man,
awesome. Thank you so much.
Soon, we'll let you guys know soon.
Hey.
Awesome. Thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Awesome. I told y'all, guys, what about that? The first couple of BYB. And listen, they spar together, guys. And let's just be honest. You see how JD fights. If a woman fights with JD and spars with him, how tough is she?
Hey.
Right.
The truth.
Right.
They're so nice.
I can only
in
imagine.
person, talking to them. They get inside onto that combat surface, and it's a complete different animal with the two of them. It's amazing, man. And it's that true warrior spirit that both of them possess. It's awesome.
Yeah. I can, and this card, man, I can tell you, they got God beer. And like before we go, just think about that fight, guys. Y'all's opinion. What about that's a massive fight, man. And like,
dude, that's gonna be the biggest fight in bare knuckle history, right there. It's gonna be the most watched fight in bare knuckle by far.
I want to say that, Mr. Scott Burt, I think that you are a stand-up dude, man, and I really like you. And I think that you bringing the Police Gazette and the Police Gazette Boxing Council and having them involved with this fight between Mark Godbeer and Josh Burns, this is absolutely phenomenal. I think you're a super stud for putting this being involved with this and having this put together and agreeing to it, and the Police Gazette and the Boxing Hall of Fame, the Bare Knuckle Boxing Hall of Fame. Scott Burt, you're a stand-up dude, man, and I throw my shout out to you, my brother. And Josh Burns and Mark Godbeer, you two guys, this is going to be a tough one for me because I love both of you gentlemen. You know that you both have my respect, and I'm going to be rooting for both of you. I won't be picking sides in this one. I'm rooting for both of you guys, and I'm just glad that this fight is finally taking place. It was originally going to happen over in the UK. Well, they were trying to get it to happen over in the UK. It never did happen. And now on North American soil, it's going to go down in Florida. This is going to be super awesome, man. And BYB Extreme Fighting Series is hosting it, which puts a super huge smile on my face, man. I am absolutely in my glory with this.
And you know what's crazy, guys? A lot of people, Godbeer's been out of the scene for since the pandemic and stuff. So the new bare knuckle fans really, he's a UFC veteran, Valor champion, British champion. And I'm going to tell you right now, Google Mark Godbeer bare knuckle knockout. Jeff, what's that guy's name? That was one of the most vicious knockout. He knocked that guy out about like he killed the guy.
Yeah.
So we know that
powerful, absolutely.
Go look at Godbeer. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, I don't know what their weight's coming in, but I know say it's that super heavyweight, right? So let's just be honest. I've heard different weights. I saw Tomahawk and Iron Man at 230 something, 261 make that Trigon look small.
Yeah.
If these are 270, 290, 6'5", 5'10", that's good. There's nowhere to go.
I heard it's 255 and up.
For the super heavyweight, I believe that's correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
so then you know what? That's cool then, because that's basically kind of regular, like heavyweight, because most heavyweights go to 265 anyway. So
I bet they'll come in around 270.
I heard
Josh will be a little heavier than that myself, but
I heard somebody said one probably come in about 275, and I heard one would come in 291. That's what around that saying. That's what somebody was saying. So, but that's what I'm saying. That's some big ass dudes throwing some haymakers.
Oh,
absolutely. And hey,
I can't wait to see it.
I don't want to throw anything out there with this, but there is another gentleman who I'm trying to help get into BYB or to get a bare knuckle contract. His name is Big LeVar Johnson. And
shit.
Yes, sir.
Oh man,
Yes,
we'd
sir.
love to see him inside of the Trigon if we can get that to happen.
Fuck yeah,
LeVar, if you're watching, man,
is he open?
Pardon me?
Is he open? Is he like?
Oh yeah,
is he
he's
out
open to it. He's open to it. Put him and Mel in contact with one another. He was on the Valor card with Sweeney, and it was hell of a fight, man. LeVar is one hell of a good dude, man. He's got a hell of a strong punch too, and he's a big man. If we can get him in there, you look at Tomahawk, you look at Iron Man. I saw Iron Man commenting on the bottom there too. So shout out to you, Iron Man, Jordan Mitchell.
Hey, 2-0.
Godbeer and Burns. The potential of Jack
Indiana boy
Draper coming over to fight with BYB. Man, he's the United Kingdom Boxing Council's English heavyweight champion. He's got a fight lined up in March to defend his belt. He's got a 5,000-pound bet that the promoter is willing to put out. They can't find guys local that can stand with them in the bare knuckle ring. So they're willing to even put out a $5,000 extra wager to try to get an opponent from the UK to fight Jack Draper in the United Kingdom Boxing Council for the English heavyweight championship belt. And we're trying to get him back over later in the year to BYB sometime in the fall, the summer of the fall. And man, the heavyweight division in BYB is it's super awesome, man. And it's going to keep building.
I think Michael popped off. He'll pop back on. Okay. Yeah. Look, I was going to tell y'all just the card. Like I know the card's not going to announce what the fights I know. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, when y'all hear about some of these fights on this card, I'm just telling you. Like, for instance, you heard Mel talk about Seth Schaefer. He's fighting Toby, a Bellator Contender Series guy. And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people want to fight somebody come out of Contender Series, Bellator, none. Mel reached out to Jay. Seth said, let's do it. Let's go, whatever. And I'm telling you, that fight on this card right there might be the fight of the night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at that fight, and then, like I said, there's a lot of big fights on this card. I think
Hey.
what did two
Shout out
or three
Planet
women
Hank.
fight.
Shout out Planet Hank. I see him in the comments. We got to get him there too.
Oh, hey, he said Burns and them he would come and see that stuff. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right,
there if Godbeer's there, man. He'd want to be partying with him afterwards, I'm sure.
dude. I'm gonna tell you right now. If I'm a big Godbeer guy, and I like Burns, but like I remember Godbeer in the UFC. Like I said right now, guys, I never fucking imagined in my life to ever be talking to Godbeer now.
All the boys to the yard right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody's gonna be watching.
Everybody. It don't matter what, because let's just be honest. Everybody wants to see what's about to happen. I mean, it's two giants in a small spot.
Yeah, there's Hank. I hope you do show up, man. That would be cool to have you there.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, that's perfect, man. All right, Hank's coming. There it is.
Hell yeah.
So look, I'm going to tell you right now, man. The
Hide
fairgrounds.
Hide your moms and your grandmas.
Have you looked at the fairgrounds? Have you ever seen the fairgrounds in Tampa? That's a really nice spot. So having it there and with the crowd, I think it's going to be a good crowd. And like I've been telling everybody, I think I feel like that this fight's the fight that's going to take it to that next level. I think this is a card's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Tampa's always a good crowd.
I mean, if we wanted to speculate, we're seeing a lot of these BYB fighters saying big news coming soon. So the people that don't know behind the scenes, they could see, for instance, this fighter. And if you're not even know behind the scenes and you see all these fighters doing it, you should be like, damn, that's a good card there.
Yeah, I even seen Gabriel. He's from Tampa. He's gonna be on there.
Yep. That's one. And then think about it. I think there's 3 girl fights on the card. I want you to think about that. It's either 2 or 3. So, I mean, and we know, I mean, we're not breaking any news, but, I mean, we kind of know who the women are going to fight on this card. But guess what, guys? Last thing, we need to talk about this. What do you think about Patty, guys? Tell me, I want your opinion, because I think she's nasty. I think she's like, her jab is it's unreal how good she is. What's y'all's opinion on her and bare knuckle? How dominant do you feel like she can be?
I don't think there's anybody out there that can beat her right now. In any promotion, I don't think there's any girl out there that can beat her right now. I mean,
unless Stanley. I think Stanley, because she's tough. I think that rematch is going to be the rematch of all century. Whenever that happens, that's going to happen.
I agree.
Yeah, it's definitely going to happen. It's got to happen. I mean, and that fight right there, I don't know how. Just like I don't know how it didn't win Fight of the Year. I honestly don't, because.
I was really shocked the fight that won it. I thought it was either going to be her.
I've seen, man or woman.
Ever.
It was phenomenal.
I thought it was either going to be her or the JD Burns fight. That's who I thought was going to win. I was shocked that I was like, wow, I was really. But okay, Michael, you were at the last event, and Jeff, you watched it at home. Yeah. Jeff, so you heard how Polly and them were talking about how dominant Patty was and how it should have been stopped and all that stuff. Yes. So I didn't get to hear that until I got into the airport to watch it again. When I was standing there in that big goofy suit about dead, and I took it off, and I got escorted out by you can ask Jay Davis, right before that final round, the security guard said, I'm really mad about this. I have not talked about this. I'm going to go ahead and break it. He said, I was in basketball shorts that were soaking wet because I was in a honey badger suit where I sweated and lost 17 pounds. Yeah. I had a white T-shirt on that said MMAcoin, and my press pass looked wrinkled up because it was wet and messed up. And this security guy said, you're not even real media. I said, bro, I swear to God, I'm their podcast guy too. He says, no, you're not. Motherfucker. He escorted me. He said, I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to call the cops if you don't leave this arena. So I didn't get to watch the final round, but I did. What did you think, Michael? Did you think being there? What did you think about how she finished it, and then what did you think about how it was being home? Because the way I heard it and the way I seen it, it was just vicious finishing. She was.
Oh yeah, I mean, she picked her apart, but Miranda got some good shots in on that first round. She really did.
She's tough. She's so tough.
Yeah, she's tough, man, and she took it. But at the end of the day, Patty was just too much for her. I mean, that jab. And it was the same way with Stanley in that first fight. You know, she picked Stanley apart, and she hit her with that jab, but then Stanley came out in that 7th round and gave it everything she had. Like, she came out like she knew she was behind on them scorecards, and she put it on her. That was one of the baddest fights I've ever seen, especially live. I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah, I wish
I
I
would
could
love
have
to
watched
see it
those
again.
fights live. Watching them on the TV and hearing the commentary, though, is absolutely awesome, too. You get to hear that. I like the commentary on. I'm not so big on when UFC is on. I usually turn it down. But when the bare knuckle fights are on, I like to hear the commentary, especially the commentary team that is there with BYB. I really enjoy it. And the commentary was right on. Patty was picking her apart. And it potentially could have been stopped a little bit earlier, but I think that was fair how it went. It was a title fight, and it's a championship. It's a championship fight. They're not in there playing tiddlywinks. They're in there bare knuckle fighting. They're brawling.
Exactly.
And the ref let it go a little bit, and at the end, Patty got her arm raised at the end of the night, and she deserved it.
Yeah,
she's a hell of a champion, man, and I agree. It's gonna take someone special to be able to take that belt from her. I personally think that Christine Stanley does have it in her to do it, and I'm stoked to see the number 2 fight come up if it does get matched, because that's a fight that does need to happen.
I'm gonna tell you about Miss. I'm gonna say Miss Stanley because I feel like she is the modern day. Look, because I can tell you right now, a lot of people turn her fights down. I can tell you the reason why she went up to 148 in the first place is nobody wanted to fight her at 135. So Miss Stanley, you know, Christina Stanley, Knuckles, she is a savage. And I had a probably 30-minute conversation before the fight, like right outside the lobby, and she wanted to fight so bad, but like she went up so much weight. Why would you know what I'm saying? The advantage, but she watched Patty during Patty's fight. It was like a beeline. You could see it in her eyes, and she wants that fight. And look, and I'm telling you, that fight will be like I said, you got to get around that jab. Look, her 2 sisters, both champion boxing sisters. Patty has. I mean, that's some tough sisters she's sparring with too.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
But yeah, man, I was really excited about that. But hey, guys, I'm glad y'all hopped on tonight. I know Jeff. Hey, check this out. Shout out. We got a Frank Dukes interview that'll be popping out right after the show. And I was going to say, it's a good one. It's about an hour long. We were working on some audio difficulty, but I can tell you right now, Jeff, will you confirm? What did Frank Dukes say about the reality series, Jeff? Jeff asked that question, and we'll break some news right now. Did he confirm it?
Frank Dukes confirmed that the reality series, the Bloodsport reality series, is a go, that Cody is going to be coming down and training underneath Frank Dukes. And my understanding is there's a $50,000 bet on the line at the end of it, if not mistaken. Is that correct, Cody?
Yeah, to be honest, Alan offered the bet up and wanted to fight a 65-year-old Mr. Frank. And I'm going to tell you right now, Mr. Frank, this is the last thing we'll say about it, and you'll get to check this out, Michael. Jeff asked Franks, do you think Cody can be ready by the end of the year to fight somebody?
I did.
And what did he say? It was intense. It was a really serious question. What did he say, Jeff?
Yeah, he said absolutely that that at the end of the day, it will be up to Cody. It's not the honor of Frank Dukes that is on the line here. It is actually Cody and his ability to be able to take the training and the wisdom of Frank and to convert it into himself, and for that to come out as the final product at the end. Frank doesn't want the notoriety from doing this. He was very humble in what he had to say, and the glory will go to Cody at the end. Is how Frank
MMAcoin, baby. MMAcoin, baby.
Yeah, he was.
Hey,
he
and
was
you got
very
that
humble in this
Terphouse for
interview.
recovery.
Oh, listen, that's another thing. If you have a supplement company that wants to be on a reality series with Frank Dukes, possibly some WWE wrestlers that'll pop in and out, you need to hit us up because transformation. I'm going to be eating Terphouse. Shout out to sponsor Terphouse. We'll do it now, Chachi. Terphouse. I'm going to tell you right now, they're medically tested and gifted. I'm 38 years old. I'm literally putting myself through a real fight, like killing myself because I'm going to beat this Ryan Dalton's ass. And I'm using this pain script. I'm literally going to, after the show, say, hey, Jay, I need another one because I'm running out. I know some people, Planet Hank loves Terphouse. You reach out to Planet Hank and, hey, Cody wants to know, what do you use your Terphouse for? He's got great ways to do it. So Terphouse is everywhere. Everybody's using Terphouse. Look, right behind him, Terphouse.
You got it.
And then, like I said,
promo code Ski77 or promo code Planet Hank.
There you go.
Perfect.
And look,
we're giving out Hank's promo code too.
Yeah, give them all out. And another
Planet
thing,
Hank, Ski77.
And then, ready for this, we've got MMAcoin. And guys, like I said, Bitcoin, all these other tech things right now, at the first of the year, all the coins are sitting there because people are just wondering what's happening and stuff. I know what my return has and what I've got. I'm sitting there, and I know that it's about to take off. And what if somebody told you, insider trading in stocks, you would go to prison for insider trading? What if I told you you about need to drop a couple now because, like, me and like I said, MMAcoin Jay. Like I said, another shout out to Terphouse MMAcoin Jay, because not only did he help with the Josh Burns and Guy Beer fight, not only did he somehow book me a reality show. He's my manager too, guys. Another thing, he's my manager. Not only did that, not only is there another big fight after this one, I've got like 3 big fights lined up. MMAcoin Jay has been working some magic with some investors. I heard NFL, NBA people that are going to do some stuff with MMAcoin. So maybe there's your tip from a stoner of the day. MMAcoin, Chachi.
The last couple months that I've known Jay, I'm starting to refer to him as the super magic man. He seems to put some things together that just boggle my mind, man.
I'll straight up tell y'all about Jay. And I'll straight up, look, me and Jay, I look back and we laugh about it. It was like April the 24th. I reached out to him and I said, hey, man, I said, this other show said I'm a nobody until I get a promo code for my show. I said, I'm a stoner. If you give me a promo code for Terphouse, I'll talk about Terphouse until everybody likes it or don't like it. And Jay said, all right. And Jay was like, hey, I'm trying to get some fighters in Kentucky Fried Chicken over here. And I said, oh, fuck that shit. You need to check BYB. Mel, you need to look at Seth. Within that I got a promo code from Jay. We started the Seth conversation. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's nobody in the fight game that I've been around with, like, I trust as much as Jay. Jay, people shit on him all the time, but he's the same Yoda. That's how he is. So MMAcoin Jay, you need to check him out. And also medically tested Terphouse. Remember that, because like I said, you don't want to be one of those CBD Delta companies that make your shit in a garage. You don't want to do that. And also podcasts. Reach out to your sponsors and ask them, how do they test their stuff when they make theirs in a garage, FYI. So that's all I got to say about Terphouse. And the last sponsor, what is it? We got the PowerHitter. We got PowerHitter, and then we got Full Throttle. Yeah. You put your Terphouse in the PowerHitter, and you just blow your CBD, your Delta. It's amazing. I'm telling you, it's top of the line.
Yeah, I need to get one of them.
Well, Michael, tell Jay you got to check it out, because the more people try it, the more people go to do it. This is like crypto right here to the CBD Deltas in the 420 world. and look, this right here, guys, if you like bikers and chicks like that, Sons of Anarchy, that's the shit to go on. We're in that magazine and everything. And last thing I got to say is I said this in a chat the other day, and you can ask, I only got select haters now, and I don't have a problem with bare knuckle. I have no beefs with anybody in bare knuckle. My haters are Alan Goberg and all these guys. So
Don Wilson.
Yeah, Don.
He doesn't like you very much.
So none of them guys.
The fake black belts.
The fake black belts. So look, what I want to say is I recommend this to guys, and I'm recommending anybody out there, if you see people talking shit about me, be like, Cody Travis said he loves y'all, and he hopes you can have a good day, and one day you can be happy. Can y'all do that for me out there tonight? If you read that, if you see a make fun of message, say, because look, if they make fun of me anywhere, I know deep down they love me, because I'm not shouting no names and all that stuff, but I know that they really love me. So if just let me know, because I'm going to send out cards this year to my fans and everything, and the ones that do that. So will y'all please let me know that, guys?
I'll make sure that I do that on a couple of the posts that I see.
Yeah, they're there every day.
I talked to a couple of your haters. A couple of your haters are up
They
in
talk
my
to
inbox.
me.
They
Talk to me.
I
They talk to me.
them. I want to interview them. I want to interview one-on-one and hack the interview into the BYB Brawler Network, so that one of your haters can have their say, their way, and then
Are we talking about Alan?
You and respond.
Are we talking about Alan? Alan, I've been waiting for.
I'm not mentioning any names here.
Oh, because listen. We'll end it like this. Alan, Alan Goldberg. You have a free, back in the old days, wave the white flag to come talk. I will be professional. You can do it on the Brawler Network. I don't even have to be here. But if I'm here, I will be professional. But listen, Jeff, tell him calling me a hillbilly, hillbillyism, redneck, and all that stuff, he's got to be professional too. Tell him that. Because, I mean, what if he offended me?
Don't be racist.
Don't be.
I saw that post. I got that one to your attention. That was the one that there was a nice, respectful conversation, and our conversation still is respectful. But when I saw that post, it made me think a little differently, man, because
he's out to get.
Go out there saying something like that without a basis behind it, and then including all the people that associate with you as the same label that he gave onto you. I just don't agree with that whatsoever. I'm not in the midst of things. I just want to be somebody that can provide a platform that offers both sides of the story and calls it straight down the middle, and if he wants to do that privately, or if he wants to do that on the BYB Brawler
he don't want it. He don't even.
I think that would be the best way is to have both yourself and him on at the same time.
You know why he don't want
Wilson as well?
You know why you know why he won't? This is funny. Right after he said that to me, see, I've got text messages where he's got death threat. Literally, like, I don't say shit to me. I got crazy messages, and then I also heard that some of his former teachers did some bad stuff with underage people and stuff. And all I said is I sent him a private message. Jay Davis, if y'all haven't seen it, I've actually sent it to y'all probably. Said, bro, I said, you crossed the line right there, bro. I said, yeah, we got a $50 bet. I said, he always threatens to sue everybody. I'm going to sue you if you say that because I say Charlie Sheen. Just because I say Charlie Sheen don't mean I simulate somebody's doing cocaine. And just, you know what I'm saying? So Don Wilson, quit being a whiny ass. I mean, okay, I did get upset, guys. I don't know. Have y'all ever seen the movie Young Guns?
Of course.
Okay, look, I was really upset because I thought that's where he met Charlie Sheen at. Because you remember in Young Guns 1, he was in Young Guns with his brother Emilio as the first one. I thought that's where Don Wilson met him, and I found out that was fucking Lou Diamond Phillips too. So you know what I'm saying? And guess what? Look, listen. No. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if Don Wilson, and that's what I'm saying, it pissed me off. I private messaged Alan, and I said, you crossed the line, bro. I'm not going to be like you, and I'm not going to say little kid or anything. And guess what he did? He blocked me.
Oh, you're blocked.
I got screenshots. Yeah, he didn't like that. I said, bro, crossing the line. So look, and the last thing, guys, guess what? Y'all saw in the group message. I've been invited. I'm gonna be in Atlantic City at this karate convention at a table. That's gonna be the final part after we leave Frank's. We're gonna fly. I'm gonna finish up there before I come back home to get ready for the rest of Celebrity Boxing. I'm gonna show up at Alan's event. I have a VIP table that's paid for. And we're going to set up MMAcoin Terphouse. We're going to give out some fake black belts. And I'm going to challenge every celebrity that walks in there. Don Wilson, Jason Statham, Michael J. White. Fucking if Michael J. Fox comes and he wants to be if he wants to be Teen Wolf, I'm going to challenge him. I'm challenging every one of those celebrities there. And BYB tattoos for all of them.
Yep.
But anyway, guys.
That's the Hall of Honors event that's coming up you're going to go to?
Hey, I got the invite today. Jay sent me a message. I said, Jay, you know what that is? He said, yeah, bro. I said, I believe in you know how I believe in destiny. Shit happens. This is one of them, guys.
Things happen for a reason, man.
It's like Hey, but if I come up missing and nobody knows where we're at, guess what? Y'all know what happened to me.
Oh,
Y'all remember that.
I bet
Yeah,
there's going to be
karate up.
some money. There's got to be a money line somewhere on this because I think that the be in favor of you possibly not coming back from that event.
I know, right? Over and over.
The chaos and the controversy that's online. There's a lot of people that I've seen, and like you said, you've had some messages come into your inbox that weren't of the most favorable sort. But hell, man, it's highly entertaining, and you definitely struck a chord, and you've got their attention. And you know what? I think that that all of this is indeed playing out in a way that was destined to happen. And had you asked me 20 years ago, I absolutely would not have said that this is where I would be sitting at this time, being almost the mediator in between Alan Goldberg and Frank Dukes. It's crazy to think, man. It's crazy to think. But I think that there is some common ground somewhere in the middle there. And I think that I'm the guy that's going to be able to find it. Who knows?
Well, listen.
Maybe I'm just wasting my time.
Wait, the last thing we'll say, and we'll leave on this note right here. This will be the last one because we could go on. Alan, we don't want to give him any more clout on this. We're planning on New Year's Eve next year. Around that time, we got locations. We've already been offered. I know for a fact we could do celebrity MMAs, whatever we wanted to do. We've had another promotion reach out to Jay Davis and say, we want to see Cody fight this real person at the end. So all Alan got to do is put us. I want somebody, the baddest motherfucker you can find. I don't care if he says, Brock Lesnar, here's your fucking black belt. I want the best of what Alan can get. And let's just see if he can get the worst of what Frank can get for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's just see, right?
Might as well.
Fuck it. It's 2022, right? They're saying they're saying aliens. The government's saying we got aliens flying around. We got people going to fucking Mars now. Shit. Fuck it, right?
There's a lot more crazy stuff going on than you getting trained by Frank Dukes.
I know, right?
I would have thought it was the craziest thing in the world, man, but it's happening.
Hey, just because I'm the EPT Jake Paul. I'm the EBT Jake Paul. Just because I'm the port. It's
a great time to be alive.
Fuck it.
It certainly is.
Except at the gas pumps. Remember that. We're not giving. We're not saying nothing good about the president. I'm not.
Let's go, Brandon.
That's the only time you'll hear me say that. Let's go, Brandon. But guys, thank y'all for coming on. If you didn't check it out, JD Burns and Skylar Burns was on earlier. They dominated the show. They got big fights coming up. Check them out. Chachi, let's end on this note. Ryan Dalton, Alan.